When you picture the ancient Irish, you might see a fierce Celtic warrior, fair skin, red hair, maybe a broadsword in hand. It's a powerful image, one carved into folklore, etched in stone, passed down through centuries. But what if I told you that iconic image is only half the story? What if Ireland's true ancestors looked nothing like that? Because thanks to cutting-edge genetic research, we now know something astonishing. The first people to walk on Irish soil had dark skin and piercing blue eyes. For centuries, the story of Ireland began with the Celts. Fair-skinned, Iron Age tribes arriving from Central Europe, spreading language, myth, and bloodlines. They were seen as the origin, the root of Irish identity. But that's not where the story begins. Long before the Celts, before the stone tombs and mighty hill forts, Ireland was already home. Archaeologists have long found bones buried in hidden caves and windswept cliffs. Mysterious skeletons with no written record, no names. Who were they? Where did they come from? They were hunter-gatherers, the first humans to set foot on this island over 10,000 years ago. And until recently, we had no idea what they truly looked like. The answers didn't come from a shovel, but from a strand of DNA. In a genetics lab at Trinity College Dublin, scientists embarked on a quest that sounded like science fiction, extracting the genetic code from a 10,000-year-old skull. They targeted the petrous bone, the densest bone in the human body, our biological black box. From a speck of powder, they pulled secrets sealed for millennia, and when they sequenced the DNA, the truth was more extraordinary than anyone imagined. The first Irish were not pale-skinned Celts. They had dark to black skin and blue eyes like a northern sky. This wasn't theory. This was fact, written in their genes. And they weren't alone. Across the Irish Sea, in a cave in Somerset, England, Cheddar Man, another 10,000-year-old skeleton, shared the exact same traits. Professor Dan Bradley of Trinity College confirmed the earliest Irish would have looked just like Cheddar Man. They were Western European hunter-gatherers, migrating from southern Europe as the glaciers melted, carrying a genetic signature that today feels alien in Ireland. So who were these first Irish? They were pioneers, navigators of the unknown. They arrived by sea in skin-covered boats, landing on a wild post-Ice Age frontier. They fished salmon from icy rivers, cracked hazelnuts by firelight, and hunted wild boar in primeval forests. They built shelters from hide and bone. They shaped stone into tools and passed down knowledge through generations. These weren't nameless nomads. They were founders of a world we're only now beginning to rediscover. Before we uncover how these dark-skinned pioneers vanished from history, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a story buried beneath time. Ireland was about to change forever. 6,000 years ago, a new people arrived, the Neolithic farmers. From the sun-baked valleys of the Middle East, they brought crops, livestock, and lighter skin. Their way of life, stable, abundant, soon outpaced the hunter-gatherers. Over time, their genes replaced the older population. Then, 2,000 years later, the Bronze Age began. Newcomers from the Eurasian steppe swept west, bringing metallurgy, horses, and another genetic shift. With them came traits we now associate with Irish DNA: fair skin, light hair, the ability to digest milk. Ireland as we know it was forged in this blending of worlds. You may have heard the term Black Irish. Some say it comes from Spanish sailors shipwrecked in 1588, but genetics tells a different story. The Spanish Armada's survivors were few. Their genetic impact? Minimal. The truth is, dark features in modern Ireland don't come from Spain. They come from deep within Ireland's own past. They're echoes of the very first people to ever walk this land, a mosaic of ancestors woven into the Irish genome. The Irish story is not one of purity, but of transformation. Not a single origin, but a symphony of migrations. And now we know the face of Ireland's first chapter, dark-skinned, blue-eyed, brave enough to cross a freezing sea into the unknown. This discovery doesn't erase Irish identity. It makes it richer, deeper, more human. Because the past isn't set in stone, it's written in our bones. What does this discovery mean to you? Let us know in the comments below, and if you love stories that challenge the history books, like, share, subscribe, and join us next time as we uncover more secrets beneath the soil.